Cinnamon, 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 cinnamon. Cinnamon Leaf ASMR and Baldur's Gate 3. Last time we learned something about this good man over here. We learned that he is a vampire. Oh, cute. I don't know if you heard that, but she just talked to Scratch in the back. That's why we look this way. Slightly destroyed. I'm pretty sure lesser restoration would take care of that for us. It is a level 2 spell, so I'm not super inclined to do it. The only thing that Bloodless does is it gives you -1 to attack rolls and saving throws and most ability checks because we feel a bit woozy, but that doesn't do that much.
Don't waste a step.
It's obviously not great, but it'll be fine. Let's talk to him about it. I don't know if we did that last time. I don't think we did.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Okay. So we can talk to him about biting us, about you biting me.
I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble.
Well, not right now, but I'll just save real quick because I want this conversation to go so that we can feed him if we want, which is one of the specific outcomes of this. One is that he tries to feed on animals instead of on us or like on enemies, which is okay, but I like the option of giving him our blood as well. We'll go like maybe later.
Maybe. But there won't be any more midnight surprises. I can promise you that.
Okay. I wonder if that's... I wonder if that gives us this option. Because we said maybe.
Yes.
I wonder if... Because right now we can't give him any of us, but you know what, I'm gonna restart this and we'll see if the other option leads to more conversation about that, because I'm not sure if we need a specific conversation to be like, hey, we offer this to you, because I really do want to offer it. I think it's cool. And I wonder if the other option...
Unless you're looking for another nibble.
Exactly, I need to know how we'll feed you in the future.
No innocence. You have my word. Only villains that we need to kill anyway. After all, you know what I am now. I can fight with all my weapons. Teeth included.
That's cool dialogue,
And
actually.
if I happen to drain the occasional bandit during a fight, what's the harm? They're just as dead.
Exactly. Okay, so, alright, but I'll be watching. Sounds good. Glad we could agree. No, you can't feed on people, animals only. Oh, look, I'm not against you feeding on me, but only if we talk about it first. I think that would be the option that we want.
Of course! That sounds eminently reasonable. I shall wait patiently until you suggest we dine together. But until then, no more late night surprises. You have my word on that.
That's very cute. Okay, so I like that option more. How does one become a vampire exactly?
It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire.
Okay. In theory.
People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen.
Well, that's kind of sad. On that note, tell me about your history.
Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
And thus begins his story, officially. At least this is what I consider his actual story. Because a lot of his story is about freedom and power, and believing that power will give you freedom. You vain little man. And I think it's a really, really, really compelling story. So that's why we had that little talk with him. And I think we're so destroyed. But he should have the happy, yes, he has the happy condition, which gives him basically the opposite of what we have in minus, +1 to attack rolls, saving throws, and most ability checks. So that's really cool. So yeah, and I wanted to check medium 23. See, that's perfect. He approves of us a normal amount. That's all right. Now, let's leave camp, I think.
Killed a few giant bats in my day, but never hunted a vampire.
Just to remind you, I'm merely a spawn. It won't count. But if you want a true vampire, I'm happy to recommend one.
I love this dialogue in general, like this yappy dialogue they have in between. Okay, so before we do anything, let's do starry shape, and I think we'll go dragon. The thing is, I do love... we can do... let's try archer for today. Let's try archer. I saw a video that suggested that this doesn't need an arrow, and it's more like one target than the dragon's breath. And because we don't, like the dazzling breath, because we don't walk that fast, it might be good to have something more long range, not rage. But on that note, on the rage note, I wonder if we want to go over here, because remember Will told us that he needs to hunt down Karlach, and there should be a way to get over here. It's suggested by this. So let's try to get through this. I think we want to see Karlach. I think that is an interest that we have. And I said this before, but in my first playthrough I fully didn't realize you could jump in places like this, so it was really like I didn't do this at all. So it took me ages to get where we were going to get quite quickly now. I'm gonna pick up some murgrass, and then we're gonna walk over here. And oh,
How is the rat diet going?
It may soon come to an end if you don't shut your mouth.
you're quite audacious for a man almost fully submerged in water, Will. The rat diet is an interesting comment for him to already say at this point. Guys, I was gonna say that in a second, that this is a common place where they get stuck and like don't follow you anymore.
I'm feeling a bit parched and peckish.
Me too. Keep an eye out for any passing events.
I'm afraid you'll have to content yourself with vagrant chickens.
It's so funny that they're just bitching at each other in the ocean. Also, why are you feeling parched? Drink of the water that you are standing in. And guys, do you want to like come over here, or are you just happy in the water? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this space, but they never follow. Do you want to like come with? I'm gonna just quickly separate the group, because otherwise they all follow. Like, if you don't separate the group, they will all follow the person you're currently controlling, so they'll come back into the water, which is not what we want. Okay, so come over here, Will, and then we'll switch to us, and we will toggle group mode again. Okay, so the rat diet comment is an interesting comment to make already, because we haven't heard that, I think, about his history, that was a thing for him. We can go down there, but I think I'd do enter the area where Karlak could be first.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, I see a key. The toll collector's key, and there's Belladonna over there.
Key. Wonder what it opens.
We will find out. And the first time I played this, I was like, this is so funny, because I thought we were actually gonna have to search for her. She's right there. There is no need to search for her. She's very obvious. There she is. Hello. Hello, girl.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
She is so beautiful. No, but she is incredibly beautiful. Okay. We're not gonna prepare to fight. We're also not gonna ask her or call her a monster. You're the devil we've been hunting. Karlak, right?
Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlak's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
Oh, come on, Will.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Come on. This is a really funny thing to say from stuff that we don't know about him yet. Also, what I think is really funny is that our perspective as a small character puts us at a different level than you usually see this scene. You're usually way up high and not at her behind, but I'm not complaining. Stand down, Will. You saw what I saw.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
We failed that perception save. I assume that's also because we are bloodless. I'm pretty sure if we don't fail it, it shows us like that he knows that, you know, that he's trying to hold on to something that he knows isn't true. So you saw her thoughts. She poses no danger to the Sword Coast.
You know monsters, right?
And everyone
Better than
approves.
anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlak, but you already knew that. And you are...
I'm Cinnamon.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
Okay. We can absolutely take care of that for you, beauty. My beauty. Let's send them back where they came from.
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
That sounds wonderful. Sounds like a great plan.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. No room in your party. What should I do?
And I think this is always the funniest. We're gonna absolutely replace Will with you. Bye, Will.
All right. I know a shortcut.
Now we're talking.
Very good.
What's so funny? You haven't got some laughing curse, have you?
I really made it out of Avernus. It's incredible.
All right, just keep it down. We're conspicuous enough without your hyena call.
I love her. So let's take stuff out of her backpack so that we have that. Actually, let's take the backpack too. Sometimes the stuff is good to separate stuff in your inventory. Like right now everything is a mess, but like pouches where we have the spider egg sack or backpacks are good for separating stuff. Okay then. So my favorite bit about getting Karlak is that everyone agrees and approves of getting her in the party. Like everyone is immediately like, yes, this is the woman we want. Don't slide down the hill, girl. But yeah, everyone's super into her immediately.
Devil and
Oh.
devil hunter standing shoulder to shoulder against a common enemy. Rather poetic, I think.
Yes, but also we couldn't see you. What do you make of having a vampire in our camp?
We all have our burdens, one way or the other.
And I think that's very insightful and sweet, actually. That he's like, you know what? Being a vampire is not a thing that makes him, like, better and more dangerous. It's something that makes him another tortured being. Oh my god. This is one of my favorite idol animations of hers. She just practices dance moves and it's so cute. Okay, sorry, and what do you think?
I thought we were going to see some real sparks fly between Will and Karlak. It's almost a pity things ended so amicably. Seeing those two duke it out would be fun.
Sure, but you did agree that we should pick her up, so let's talk to her maybe a little bit and then level her up. How about that? This will be a very Karlak-focused episode, which I think is fine.
Why are we slowing down?
We're not slowing down. Okay, how did you end up fighting in the Blood War?
Trust me, I'll tell you all about it after we take care of the goons on my tail.
Okay, sure. So, she doesn't right now want to talk about that. That's fine. So let's focus on leveling her up. Karlach is, as it says there, a barbarian, which is a really fun class to play. Barbarians are defined by their high strength, which she does have, and she has beautiful ears. I love her ears. I love her design in general. It's so pretty and so cool. And her clothes, and just in general, I think she's such a well-designed character, and I'm a huge fan of her as a friend in this game. I would be interested in people's opinions on her romance, because I'm not the biggest fan, I gotta say, but maybe we'll play around. We'll see who we romance. But yeah, barbarians are defined by really high constitution as well, and the thing that they have is rage. So their fighting style is very much like they go into a rage where they get additional attacks, and they are just like stronger in general. And reckless attack means that until the next turn, our own attack roll has advantage, and everyone else's on us does too, which is obviously very reckless. That's what the point of that is. And we have a danger sense. You sense when things aren't as they should be. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against traps, spells, and surfaces. And to gain this benefit, you can be blinded or incapacitated, which makes sense. And we have 37 hit points now and a reckless attack. And as this is a very fighter-specific class, or fighting-specific class, there's not much to choose. Unlike now, where we get a subclass. And here there's a new one as well. I'm gonna do the subclass first, then we can go through the rest, because the subclass affects how our level up looks. So there's Berserker. Violence is both a means and an end. You follow a path of untrammeled, very cool, fury. Slick with blood as you thrill in the chaos of battle, heedless of your own well-being. Where you get a frenzy, which your rage is now a frenzy, where you get additional attacks and so on. And you get frenzied strike and enraged throw, which are, if you are in a rage, you get these as bonus attacks. That's the new one, so we're going to read the other ones first. Wild Heart. Your attunement with nature and its beasts inspires your rage, empowering you with supernatural might. Where you gain a passive bestial heart and speak with animals, so you can choose one of these. Choose your bestial heart. You can change your heart whenever you level up. You bear heart, eagle heart, elk heart, tiger heart, and wolf heart, and they all have different capabilities, like inciting howl. Allies have advantage on melee attacks within 2 meters of you. Tiger Heart is, you can use Tiger's Bloodlust, which I don't know what that does. Let's see. Okay, so that's an attack against 3 people that makes them bleed, which is really cool. And Elk Heart gives you Primal Stampede, and your movement speed increases. So that's charging, a charge attack. Eagle Heart, disadvantage on opportunity attacks against you for foes, and you can use dash as a bonus action, which is cool. So this is almost like a little rogue thing. And Bear Heart is unrelenting ferocity, and you have resistance to all damage except psychic, which is crazy good actually. And you can heal, so this is more for surviving, because resistance to all damage except psychic gives you, like, it halves every damage, which is crazy. But we're not doing that. We're not doing Wild Heart. Then there's Wild Magic. The wild influence of magic has transformed you, suffusing you with an arcane power that churns within you, waiting to be released. So this basically is a sorcerer thing. There's a wild magic sorcerer, so you can basically randomly, or all the magic roiling inside of you is released, causing a random magical effect, which is very fun. and you can add anyone within range adds their proficiency bonus to saving throws against spells if you use magic awareness. So that's very specific and very cool. But I'm very interested in trying out Giant, which is the new subclass for barbarians. You walk the path of giants, invoking their elemental might and size by drawing strength from the same primal forces as them. And we get the Prox Greed. Your carrying capacity is increased by 1/4, which is really cool. And you get Giant's Rage. Enter a rage and increase in size. Your rage damage bonus is doubled on throw attacks, which is pretty crazy. And my brother and I, in our playthrough, play her as like an almost only thrower. Like she only throws stuff, and it's honestly overpowered. It's honestly crazy. So I want to try that. We started that playthrough before the update, so that wasn't an option yet, but I really want to try that. I think it's cool. Usually I play her as a berserker, which I think is the most normal that people do. Wildheart fits her storyline a lot because it's very much about this glowing, beating heart of hers. But like I think people do that too. Wild Magic I don't think people do for her a lot. But Giant I think is really cool as well. Giant woman, we love that. And she gains Thaumaturgy as a cantrip, so you gain advantage on intimidation and performance checks, which is pretty cool. Except we will do the giant thing. And we're done. She has, as you can see, 64 hit points, which is crazy for level 3. She's quite an asset, I gotta say. And now we have to decide, I guess, if we want to go, like, where we want to go. If we want to go fight further over here, or how we want to make our way up there. Let's maybe walk a bit over here. She's probably not going to like that because we're walking out of the area where her people are that she wants to fight. But it'll be fine. We could also maybe figure out... Whoops. Exactly, that's what I thought. Let's talk to her.
Hey, we're still going after those paladins, right? Can't leave Zariel's bruisers roaming the coast.
Absolutely we will. Don't worry, we'll go after them.
Good news. Can't wait to see them finished.
Sure. But, ooh. We found a smuggler's ring. Stealth and sleight of hand +2 and charisma -1. That's very cool. We're absolutely giving that to Astarion. There you are. But,
Relation to water.
From this distance between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, I'd say a long way away.
Ah. Will make getting word to my mother rather tricky. No matter. What she doesn't know can't hurt her. Not at this distance, anyway.
We kind of missed the beginning of the dialogue, so I'll read it out to you. It was very little we missed, but Gale asked, I don't suppose you've any clue where we are in relation to Waterdeep. And then she's like, long way, because he's from Waterdeep, as we know, Gale of Waterdeep. And he wanted to like get word to his mother, which I think is really sweet. Yeah, so we're walking in this direction, but what I wanted to do when I opened that screen was to figure out what weapons she has. She fights with a great axe. I wonder if we just want to keep that for the moment, because we don't really have anything that I think she could use other than what we gave Lae'zel. But we will soon get a good weapon for her anyway. So I think we're good. I'm trying to be like kind of careful about where we go, because I actually don't know, since I haven't played this game at this... Ooh, that is very good. Thank you, random ass chest. I've never played this game at this difficulty, which is like a really easy difficulty, right? But, so I don't know. Okay. Oh, nice. Thank you. And she is strong enough to move that away. And what is it? A bloodstone. What does a bloodstone do? Not much, it's just money.
No one will ever believe this.
But what I mean to say is that I don't know, or I can't assess how hard the fights in this area are for us at level 3. Not that I think we'll level anytime soon, so I think we'll have to try it anyway, but I'm walking a bit around. Hello, there's a skeleton.
These bones speak of some old, long-forgotten tragedy.
Okay, what do you mean?
There are hard-going druid symbols on their equipment. An interesting pair.
Oh, so that is what we read, or more evidence, more environmental evidence for what we read on the walls of the Emerald Grove, that harpers and druids fought together in a war in these lands. We don't have much more detail, we just know that it was against evil. So let's go over here. But it's really fun that these random skeletons that you wouldn't click on if you didn't walk down here, like, contain rather important evidence of some political stuff here in the area.
Light on my feet.
This looks very safe, obviously, and a great area to go. But yeah, actually, I think at this point we are going to pause this episode. It was very Karlach heavy. Very, very Karlach heavy. But I do think that it makes sense to pause here and then continue with some fights next episode. We haven't had fights in a bit, so that's going to be interesting to see. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope to see you again in the next episode, and I hope that whatever you do next, it goes super well. And if that is sleeping, sleep well. Sweet dreams. And good night.